can gate crash around, and Döner gets an opening kill.
Oh, takes it down. That's going to be CNED out of the equation. Don't have to worry about that headhunter anymore. Does get tagged down at 15. There's Mr. Fallen just leading the way there. Stun across as the push game ready to come through. Alpier trying to stay elusive. Boaster with some covering fire. Takes down Cracks Alpha now. Peeking over into Garage. Finds himself a second.
Down B.
And that is going to be Mr. Fallen all on his lonesome with just 13 HP and a dream. Fake out, kill. Durka gets a second. Fnatic get a pistol, and Alpier trolls his teammate.
Oh well.
Mander that he's been practicing. Well, now Durka just going to be picking up that Marshall. 2 rifles invested here for Fnatic. Phantom's in play. There's Fault Line getting a connection onto everybody, but no one's swinging off of that one.
That's going to pull the rotation already for Leo, and this is something that's already looking good for Fnatic.
Flash going in behind Chronicle, faces back in towards main, finds one. And that's just going to be the cleanup, getting ready to come through. Is shot into the leg. And it's a flawless anti-eco here for the side of Fnatic. Chronicle collecting 3 this round. Full rifles and operator. Only the armor going to be the big difference here between the 2 squads.
And this is the side of the map where this comp for Fnatic is really stifling, especially when you can get Durka those early kills like that. Just a huge pick, and then he's all of a sudden out, and you don't know where he went. He's already TPing, heading over to the other side of the map. So if you're trying to guess based on where that op is, it's going to be really tough to try to avoid it.
Push up in the mid. Trailblazer taking a peek in towards Mail, but not going to be spotting much of anything. As Alpha has pulled quite far back. CNED going to have to use that a rendezvous, gets himself out. Does note the Yoru, that, however. Know where that op is at, and that's where they're looking to drift away from. So making their way over here towards B, but Fnatic have already corralled 4 players on this side of the map. They are ready to crunch. They're ready to shut down this push. Full shots coming through. Aftershock to further stave things off. Time going to be bought. Still 45 seconds remaining. Flash connecting. CNED with a jiggle peek. Swing it. Crack's going to be able to take down Chronicle. First death there for the Cypher, but Alpier just peeking into heaven. Takes out Fallen. For a little bit more. Boombot now on the setup. Leo here, bottom rope. Taking one out. Not quite reacting, though, to Crax' push. But still, solid damage dealt in Fnatic with a man advantage.
CNED's able to slip the net, but he's making some noise, and Durka's ready.
Crax, nice catch. Able to find Alpier now, looks to try to join in. They know that this Yoru is here. Shots coming through. CNED somehow getting away from that shot. Durka just can't quite make it connect, and now it's Boaster on his lonesome to try to close this out.
Now, they're not quite yet reading the direction he's going to come from, but with this lack of information, should be able to figure out pretty quickly. And he either came from ropes or all the way around the map, so see how FUT wants to handle this. Still trying to suss out his position.
And even if they hear the tap, King Shell is available, but it won't be necessary. CNED to close it. FUT, they do get themselves.
But it's just really good patience here from FUT that buys them that round, winning some big battles in that back space behind the B Heaven stairwell.
And because of the arsenal that Fnatic did have going into that round, now both economies a little bit wishy-washy. See, you know, the Outlaw, the Bulldog, the Guardian in play here for the side of FUT. Stingers, Bulldogs as well for the side of Fnatic. This round here is very much going to impact the long-term economy for both squads.
And I love this Outlaw purchase. Has tremendous potential for Yeni. Do some damage, maybe win one of those flank battles that he is so want to take. I'm gonna get just a little bit of information, seeing Boaster. That doesn't give you too much on the defensive setup right now of Fnatic, as they are immediately now rotating back towards B. You know, leaving this 2-3 setup. It's gonna be Boaster up in heaven. Let's see how well they can handle this.
Spray across with Yeni. Outlaw through, able to find Chronicle through that one way. Captain now pushing forward. Flash coming across. Does get the catch here, slowing them up as they get ready to go for this plant. Players here for the side of Fnatic, and Durka comes away with 3! Now just Yeni, an Outlaw in hand, pushes out of the smoke. The right click's not connecting. The bullet's just dancing around the outskirts of Boaster's hitbox. He manages to keep himself alive, and we're gonna have to see that back on the replay because the impact from Durka, that shut everything down.
Yeah, and it's the timing that he can use off those gate crashes to rotate just a little bit faster to get here a little bit sooner. Use that fake out to catch a bunch. Huge. Again, a lot of the Fnatic gameplay. Full on eco and a full on
my God! Disgusting! 2 shots, 2 kills. Durka off the rip, putting him down. Paint Shell now lobbed in. CNED going to be eating quite a bit of damage. Just trying to stay stagnant here, just trying to stay silent. Got the headhunter, but only 2 bullets for it. That Boombot's about to scout him. Gets the headshot on the one, but then Durka playing up onto the corner, able to take him down, stop any further bleeding. Yeni noted, dead. Fnatic 4-1.
Yeah, Fnatic here just the chamber ult, but Durka immediately, they're using this ult to try to flush players. Over in. Seeing if they can get that fault line to connect. It does with a flash work.
Then swing out. It's just full flashed. Spike now stranded here in sewer. But calling for help. Another flash sent in, spotting a pixel, but can't quite get the spam across. Paranoia connecting, but he's got the gate crash and he just gets out scot-free.
It's so huge. What a play there from Durka, setting himself up with a little help from Leo. Very nicely handled.
Oh, Alpha. Yep, it's gonna say caught with util in hand. Swings back in. Does end up falling. Showstopper. Suspecting that Chronicle is gonna be here in backside. Does he just send it? Yes, he does. But already he's dead. CNET able to collect that. 2v4. Okay. A 2v3. It's Leo with a spray, able to find one. Points it out. Aftershock coming through. Forces him off the plant. But still plenty of time here. Play through 4 foot. Swing out. Durka able to collect one. But it's all on Leo. And he can't make it happen. 2 players left. 2 rounds on the board.
Let's play.
Showstopper off the rip.
Alpha here looking to get pretty aggressive as he makes his way over towards mid. Trailblazer trying to scout, but there's a lot of players corralled here, but in fact, it's just going to be a Boombot taken down.
Here.
Tour de force as well for CNET, watching that B angle. 3 players on site already, looking to, again, try to keep foot pinned right at B heaven.
Out. Nothing spotted there. Paranoia does connect, but Leo not marked by it. Sees one. It's a nice flash in, and a lot of damage across. They just spam through the wall. CNET able to find one. Cracks finding 2. B site now open. Cracks wise to it. It's sense. It's a paint shell cross, but he has to be the one to recover. Waits for the poison orb to get invested. Now can try to go for the recovery here on the spike. Grabs it. Blast packs his way back over. Plant now going to be coming through.
Tough 2v3 now. You have the Viper's Pit if you so choose as well. 4 foot.
The save.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. You have that operator. Want to make sure you keep that for future rounds. But this is just a great crunch, great timing hit from the side of Foot. And even though Fnatic's somewhat ready for it, it's Foot's turn this time to kind of remember what happened last time Fnatic tried to stall them up in B heaven, and they didn't have that extra angle from Garage to clear a little bit of space, and CNET finds a great timing there with the tour de force to shut down Chronicle and open up tons of extra room. And Cracks as well, looking really, really good. He struggled mightily the last time they came out against 100 Thieves, so having him come out hot on this raise, come out, start popping off, is a huge boon for Foot Esports.
Holding a very hard line here, but pings had come through. Foot seemingly pretty aware of it.
The neural theft for Chronicle. The Omens as well with their ults, but those are more situational generally. As this time, it's going to be playing at the top of ramp is Durka with that op. But it's more of a 3-2 opening split. I think checking for aggression was Foot, having Mr. Fallen over there to back up Yeni, just in case they got a little bit aggressive again with that Yoru.
Cage triggered.
Have a little bit of extra cover, but
CNET very clean on the movement, gets himself out of there. Minimal damage taken. This Chronicle does get knocked down a little bit lower. Yep, push him under the trip with the spray. Bolster's dead. He should have been Yeni dead in that position, but somehow turns it around. Was expecting it off the back of the Paranoia. Now just wide swinging back across to get himself out of safety. Reveal in. Leo able to play off that one. Crack's going to be taken down. Spots out a couple of additional players, but Captain now finding Alpha here. Chronicle here on the site. Sends out the neural theft. They're chasing onto the rest of the team. The Rolling Thunder now to try to hold everybody at bay and TP over onto the A site, but Captain noted, revealed, and Durka slowly creeping up. The operator in hand. He finds the shot. Spike now on the floor.
Patience.
30 seconds left.
Paying dividends for Fnatic there.
And Mr. Fallen is just not ready for it at all. Been having a rough game so far. Now Yeni, nothing more to be done. Just drift back over here, wait out the rest of the time, but this round very much getting away from Foot.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, and even though they win that opening exchange, they shouldn't have. The change in positioning of those trap wires for Fnatic worked a treat. They caught 2 players with it, should have had the first. Taker defense of the other side of the map. Durka, it's the poison orb to consider. Trailblazer coming. That's gonna back him off a little bit.
They'll spot him. And now he's just back over here at screens. Flash in, not really getting a blind connection on anyone there.
Here.
He's got 2 players committed to crossover at ramp. CNED trying to lead the charge. Moving away, shifting off that rendezvous, so doesn't have the fast TP back into sewers. Pit now going to be invested here up in heaven just to try to take some control. Boaster spamming across, trying to find somebody. Cannot. Cracks, able to collect him. The Omen goes down. But how do they get themselves now onto the site? Zerka still here, Alpha here, still in heaven. And now they're very much aware of it as CNED falls.
Here.
Brilliant setup from FUT.
I mean, it feels like in all likelihood they're going to have to try to just pivot across into vent. Try to rotate towards that B site, but Chronicle's still holding it down.
Cover going out.
And he's got a trap wire right in B heaven as well, so if they do make that pivot, he could get a quick kill and back out, buy some time for rotations potentially, but still FUT considering how to make this work. Don't have any more flashes.
Fault line at the ready. Decoy sent, the peek, the kill. Mr. Fallen dead once more. Durka continues to make this site somewhat unassailable. They finally are able to displace him. Leo getting juggled around, attention pulled in multiple different ways, ends up falling. Now it's Alpha and Chronicle to try to clutch it out. Flash pack through, and Yeni somehow comes away with that kill. A 3-piece for him. The plant now with 4 seconds to spare. Chronicle finds himself in a 1v3, but HP bar is dangerously low here for 2 of the players. If he can isolate, pick them off. Still has to worry about the showstopper, but now he doesn't. Cracks the first one to fall, and suddenly this becomes so much more winnable for Chronicle. Shots here below the headshot found, but Captain with the swing timing stops him from getting that next opportunity up.
But here so far, just been good, steady play, good counter reads.
Just a quick little peek out, and then a slow drift away from the angle. Swing out, Durka, what is that? Completely disrespects the operator, says that one's mine!
You got another dink.
Dink across onto Cracks. Turn for the flash, set up for the gate crash, try to get himself out to safety. Should it be necessary, but I think now FUT, they might be having to second guess his approach here onto the A site.
Right there.
Boaster tucked in that corner is a great angle for a paranoia. Once they get confirmation that there are players coming through, just need someone to watch that angle for him to get that info. But right now, it's a 3-2 split. FUT has cut sound. Don't want to give away that they're still in this position. Well, that gives it away right there.
Well, there goes that. Showstopper now. In play, up over the top. Cracks seeking a target. Full flash connecting on a Boaster, but Yeni just doesn't check the corner. Boaster collects his second as Cracks does fall.
Down A.
Spike up here above, but the pinch in from behind. Chronicle taking out Mr. Fallen. It's FNC. Push up. A wider angle here onto Ramen. Here's some of the footsteps. Smoke across there on the mail. The swing out. Durka able to find the second shot. Let's get tagged down to 19, but he gets his and he gets out.
Still though, they're ceding mid-control for this. They gotta be careful. Nobody's watching ropes. Cracks is kind of freely making his way through. Finally, Boaster starts counting for it. A good win for Mr. Fallen.
A little bit too aggressive there from the side of Durka. Just considering how low he was. Weapon not gonna be recoverable though. His Alpha is still sat at top ramp, watching the angle.
Yeah, it's gonna come up to Boaster potentially, it looks like, if they keep drifting in this direction to win some fights at this rope. But again, all mid-control given, and they're just watching B heaven and these ropes. Boaster?
Oh, gets off of that one now. Finds 2 quick kills. CNED and Cracks both going to be dealt with. Alpha finding Fallen. Spike now. Can be grabbed by Yeni, but nothing more to be dealt. Alpha here puts him down. Fnatic now 7-4.
Charge, and there it's the same push out. No, Cracks wins the fight against Alpha.
Make this pinch happen, but yeah, Alpha does end up falling, but Cracks going to be traded out to now Raiseless. Both of these squads. Durka just going to be coming out behind the box. Takes a quick little gate crash back over into A.
You can see the ideas behind these dimensional drifts is to try to funnel players into the traps that are set up by Fnatic on the other side of the map. And it doesn't really work as far as Fnatic would like. You know, losing that first blood to FUT. Yes, they're able to trade, but they're not able to do any more damage after that. FUT just able to plant their feet, hold on to this round nicely, but they haven't grabbed the spike just yet.
Oh, the instant dink into the spray down. Leo coming up with a second. Captain going to be taken out. Another flash sent. Yeni with a nice timing. Does catch Chronicle unaware and use the push up and find Leo. Man starting to come online in a very big way when they need him the most, and now it's all on Durka. Drops down, grabs a weapon, but cannot steady it fast enough. Yedijay, another big round from him. He gets FUT up to 5.
Yeah, Fnatic is struggling a little bit at times, and FUT has good reads, especially on that drop down, knowing that Durka likes to come right out the back of that fake out. And Yedijay knows that he can step up there, find a timing on that drop down. And they're just doing a really good job here. Finding that open space is Yedijay.
And this is something, I mean, right now 2x, the next highest kill count on his team. CNED looking to try to hold things over at ramp. Chronicle just going to be tucked away into the corner as Yedijay is taking a very aggressive line. Alpha seemingly reading it, but not ready for it. Yedijay takes his head off, finds that kill. Mr. Fallen just going to be dropping back, giving up some space over here in Mail. The rest of Fnatic, though, got to start working their way maybe towards A. A little peek in towards the vent. But even with that kill, still a little bit of a slower approach. Durka finding the timing, a little bit whiffy at the start, but gets the mark all the same. Mr. Fallen going to be taken down now, man advantage here for Fnatic.
Yeah, this is great for Fnatic. They have opened up so much space on this map. Chronicle seems aware of this rotation. Yedijay making a ton of noise, and he's gone.
So wise here from Chronicle. Now the cut back over towards B. Footsteps heard. Durka still lingering forward, sets up the gate crash. See how aggressively he wants to play this. Very aggressively, in fact. And it is another absolutely star-studded round from Durka.
Ridiculous. Look at this buy. 3 rifles, a stinger, and then just a classic for Boaster. So looking to try to make this bonus very, very strong. CNED, the headhunter out towards mid. Just checking with the cam just in case somebody was peeking through that smoke.
Blind spot, but they're still not jiggling wide enough. Now cam back through. Shot going to be sent, but CNED having to pull off the angle. Rendezvous back to safety. Looks to try to reinforce this A site.
It's a great read there with that cam. Buys them so much extra opportunity to try to close through, but are they going to be ready for cracks?
Boombot to Mail, so they haven't necessarily scouted him, but you can see them just still staring in this direction. But Poster, getting caught on off timing, does end up falling, but it's quickly traded back.
That's okay. That was just your classic buy. So at the end of the day, that's an unexpected loss in some ways.
It was also your smokes.
Yeah.
And your paranoia, so.
That's okay.
Could lead to some more damage being dealt here, but we'll see how FUT do fare. And CNED, I mean, it's just completely surrounded here for the most part. Big up coming through. Here's the cam set up. Paranoia up in towards heaven. Drifting over.
Chronicle.
Oh, but the cam.
Oh.
The timing, just getting that dart through. Chronicle keeps himself alive. CNED now gone. Again, that advantage very much here in the hands of Fnatic as they storm their way over onto the A side. Chronicle holding the rope with ease. Push up. Now the captain will be able to deal a little bit of additional damage, catching Durka unaware. Still 3 players to try to work through. More damage from here can very much be dealt by FUT if they can find some additional kills. Rifles in hand, they would love to take those out. Now going to be fine out of Captain Yedijay. Is he going to drift all the way back through Vent? I mean, he needs to die in this round, so it seems like that's going to be the plan.
At this point, just looking to die to the spike, but again, good, meticulous gameplay from Fnatic, good reads to begin this round with that camera. Chronicle, you know, we've seen it on a knife's edge with some of the util in hands for Fnatic. We saw Boaster with his TP in the previous half. This time around, he's able to switch.
Heard the drop down, but I was going to say, if he continues pushing in this position.
Right next, but I think it's cleared there, or just faked. One of the two, right next to CNED. So that's just gonna, just send them slowly, working their way through. They're gonna wait for some contact, then try to crunch into mid, it looks like to me.
A little bit of noise made there. Had a captain just swinging back and forth. CNED spotting at the Poster. Pulls away, likely worried about a paranoia potentially coming through. And then a rush play from Alpha behind it.
That's dimensional drift online. This is
2 big ults now for the side of Fnatic to try and get this converted.
I'll return.
Shell sent early. Mask now coming on. Dimensional drift. Spotting out one. Bumps into him. He's looking for more. The captain now going to be noted here at elbow. Calls made. And Spike is on Durka. Rotates back over here to ramp. Joining in alongside Chronicle once more. And that's just going to be Fnatic maybe silently cutting their way across in towards B.
Yeah, they didn't like what they saw on that site. They thought it was a little bit too cluttered for their liking. So back the other way they go. Still CNED to contend with.
Boombot cleared. HL's sent. CNED dealt with out the air. Shuts him down, but Yeni, decent timing, swings in, finds poster, gets rid of the omen here in the post plant. A lot more work to be done. For now, he's on his lonesome. And with him falling, I mean, a call to save might have to be made here from FUT.
Especially now, activating a trap wire.
Just full awareness. Chronicle tucking back. They're still pushing forward. And he has an opportunity to deal so much damage here. Waiting for the timing. Swings out. Mr. Fallen, wise to it, does shut it down. But they're running out of time. Paranoia, not catching anybody. Backside setup. Leo finding one. Durka getting the other. The cleanup is good. It is swift.
Just a beautiful read from Fnatic, and they're trying to push some space towards B early, but gonna think better of it. Just checking for a push out from the side of FUT. Orb grabbed, this time by Cracks, getting closer to that showstopper, but still 3 orbs away, so a lot to go for this ult rotation for FUT.
Yeni clearing the wire.
Yeah.
Not wanting to give that just free control, that free knowledge over to Fnatic. Maybe they'll have to second guess potential flank here. But for now, all eyes focused up towards mid.
Being really diligent. A lot of mid control is great. Now let's see, they do get the dog spot here onto Leo. Leo, that's gonna keep those players pinned in garage. Call a couple players over just in case they keep trying to push out with those sheriffs. And the headhunter.
They gotta be wary. You know that fault line is gonna be back online. Like Rendezvous, CNED still looking to try to push forward. As they're reading this beautifully, Yeni completely expected and dealt with. Durka finding that kill. Gate crash now set up for him at backside. CNED dead out the air. Entering, there's the TP, there's the pick, and there's the sight. Handed over to Fnatic on a silver platter.
Last player standing.
Crack's just gonna be picked off. Looks like they're just hunting for kills, not even concerned about planting the spike until this very moment.
Didn't need to be. Just such firm control over this round. Good mid control taken again here by Fnatic. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout from FUT to try to address that in some way. Because that's cost them some of these rounds. You give so much space to pivot. For the side of Fnatic, at a captain. Can he win this one? Oh, yeah.
But he can. He still eats damage though. Teleports across, but the fault line still connects. Durka flooding in from behind. 3 kills from him once again.
FUT making sure that this space is under their control, investing a lot of smokes. You had the toxic screen, you stagger it into the omen smoke. Just making sure that this is going to be really tricky for Fnatic to go for. As you can see, they're definitely at least thinking about it. It's in their DNA to try to take this space for sure.
Chronicle just trying to catch a stray there with that cam dart. Nothing noted. Smoke coming back through from Attic Captain. Just try to stave off a push from mid. Now, pretty much all of Fnatic getting ready to get set up and push through garage. Trailblazer timing, decent here from the side of Mr. Fallen, but not sure if he's going to spot too much. Just one over Ramen, and that doesn't really tell them much of anything. So now, the Dimensional Drift going to be coming through, so Durka can tell all.
Oh, this is huge. This just makes it so difficult now for FUT on this site. Here we go.
The rush now coming through, and they are just not quite prepared for it. Mr. Fallen able to find one, does put Durka down, but the site now very much in the hands of Fnatic. And a retaking from this position when CNED, he doesn't have any headhunter bullets. He's got an operator.
I know exactly.
And now you've all been spotted. You've been noted. There's a showstop on the opposite side. Not impossible here for the side of FUT. TP up into the smoke. Out of Captain, dead. Alpha able to collect that with relative ease. And that's just gonna be CNED now hightailing it out, trying to get himself out to safety to hold on to this operator that he just wasn't able to put to use. Fnatic will get themselves up to map point, and there's not a damn thing that CNED can do about it.
It's just fantastic stuff off the back of these dimensional drifts. Able to just identify where 4 out of 5 FUT players are and just knock them down one by one. Just beautiful stuff there. And I love the way that Alpha played that. He knew he had the high player. His teammate had the low. He trusted it. Still had to transfer down to finish the job, but good stuff. Good.
The way that he's been playing,
I think he could be good for it.
It's definitely in the cards. And Cracks really wants this orb. Jumps across. He's trap-wired. He's stunned. The trap wire confirms the kill. Alpha will be taken down, but Chronicle collects himself a second. 30 bomb not going to be possible. If they end the map here, I don't think Durka's too concerned about it.
No.
Just wants to get himself over to Lotus.
can mark that trapwire kill on your bingo card. You don't see those every day.
No, you certainly do not. Yeni just sat here behind boxes in mid, but no one gonna give him the time of day. No one gonna go pushing through. All of Fnatic now just shifting back over here in towards main. Where it's CNED, the first and final line of defense on this side of the map with that op in hand to see if he can turn this round on its head.
I think he's gonna have to try to play ahead of the smokes that are coming through towards screens is my guess with this operator.
You see the pings coming down.
Get the one and done.
Flashes coming in, fault line still available. He's got that rendezvous to try to take him out. Okay, tucks back, is able to dodge out. Gets the shot on the turret kill. What a shutdown from him. Great reaction, great read here from CNED, but still in a very rough position to try to retake the
30
site.
seconds left.
Those are peeking for it there, trying to utilize that smoke. Yeni around the back. It's gonna have to alert him. It's gonna have to break this trip. For now, we'll just play this out quietly and wait for the rotate from Mr. Fall, and the Seeker's now coming through. A 3v3. Possible 4-foot.
Tripwire destroyed.
As there's the wire. Chronicle now aware of Yeni's position, ready for the swing timing. Flash sent. CNED in the bad spot. It's going to be taken down. Chronicle finding himself a third. The swing out from Leo will finish it off. 13-5. Fnatic not allowing for overtime, not allowing for FUT